Hello. Okay, so this should work fine. Alright, let's see if it's all fixed. Hopefully it's done. No more problems, hopefully. Can you hear me okay, guys? So we got Steve from That Old Yorkshire Geek, and Windgrace is here. Awesome. Uh, so yeah, Star Trek 4. The Voyage Home. Um, so, took me longer to make my coffee. I did a few tests whilst I was figuring things out. Cool. It's all good then. Chat is appearing on the screen. Good. That's the way I like it. Just check everything else is working. Right, before we get started, let's check YouTube. Yep. Up and running. Rumble. Rumble is running. Good. They all look good. Yep. Got headphones this time. Those earbud things were really annoying because either they are too tight or they slip out. It's really annoying. No, it's not the JJ Star Trek 4. Don't even know if that's still happening. It's like half the time you hear, yeah, it's happening, and then all of a sudden it's like, nah, it's not happening. It's like, it might be. But yeah, let's hope. Can you hear that, guys? Just to confirm that you can't hear that I just pressed play and the Paramount logo came up with the ding 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 ding. Because otherwise we'll get a copyright strike. Not what we want. Ah, blue. You had to right now, didn't you? Hmm? You had to right now. Hmm? Alright. Oh, no, before I set the clock on. Before I turn the clock on and start and press play, it's dedicated. So the cast and crew of Star Trek wish to dedicate this film to the men and women of the spaceship Challenger, whose courageous spirit shall live to the 23rd century and beyond. Oh yeah, they'll be remembered forever, for pretty much forever, won't they? But spaceship Challenger? Don't they mean the shuttle Challenger? Because it wasn't technically a spaceship; it's a shuttle, right? Yeah, I know there's no counter. Counter is going on now. Boom. There we go. Whoop. There it is. Okay. So that catch. And I'm pressing play now. I do that because if there's an overlap with the 10 seconds or so, it works. It was a shuttle, right? A Challenger was a space shuttle. Dramatic theme playing. And these shuttles, are they a formidable craft? Yeah, they can be. Is it a spaceship or a spacecraft? Ah, the theme. Master Break. Mr. Bond. No, Mr. Bond, I expect you to die. Sorry, wrong film. You're gonna stand there now, are you? Right. No, Mr. Bond. Bloody cats. Go. Time to say goodbye to the pregnant Savik. Yep. As usual, guys, if you want to leave a tip, that is absolutely fine. It's on YouTube. It's pinned on the top of the chat. On Rumble, it's just at the top. But please do like and subscribe if you haven't already, because that's what will help us out the most. I do have a couple of places where there is merch available if you're interested. To get a logo top just like this. Or some better ones. Entirely up to you. Blue, you're a pain in the butt. Love you, but you're a pain in the butt. Get down there. Captain, I think it might be a whale. Really need to find the socket and spanner for that. Otherwise it'll keep bending. No, of course not. 4, 3, 2, 1. When you dress that, well, that's actually interesting. Renegade and terrorist. Justice! Ambassador? Psych. Murderer. That's barely enough to warrant a demotion. You're wrong. Mr. Ambassador. Dramatic theme playing. This doesn't sound very dramatic. Ah, the bounty. See? Size wrong problem. When you see the people walking in to the back of the bird of prey, it's too small to have those whales on board, isn't it? HMS Bounty. Oh, they got all the elves working on the ship. Are they elves or are they Smurfs? It's hard to remember, hard to tell. Bigger on the inside. The short treks established this. Exodus, welcome. It's been a while. You tell me Bailey's going to start barking again. Bailey. Stop it. The planet off. Was it? I didn't get to see it in the end. Exodus. I was going to on Saturday, but I ended up not being able to get there. I'm hearing great things about it. Nothing unreal exists. Well, obviously. I love their Vulcan soul attitude. Silly Vulcan hats. They're Smurf hats. Get it right. Dune 2 was incredible. Proper Amanda. Yeah, proper Amanda. Don't get me wrong, I do like Winona Ryder as Amanda, but that was in the JJ ones, wasn't it? 2009 trick. Yeah. Who plays Amanda in Strange New Worlds and Discovery? I can't remember. Can't remember for some reason. Yeah. But I like Amanda. I like Winona. I think she's she's not bad to look at, and she's probably the only reason why I bother watching Alien Resurrection. To be honest, and she's had a tough go of it, shoplifting and stuff, but. Is that it? Maya Kishner. She reminds me of another actress. I can't remember what one. She does remind me of one that looks very much like her. I can't think of who it is. Interesting fact: the Saratoga was actually the original class of the Miranda. It didn't have the roll bar on it, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I think that's right. Different Saratoga to the one that buys it in DS9. Yeah, the one in DS9 is actually more along the lines of the original Saratoga, the Saratoga class. Miranda. They chose the Miranda because I can't actually remember why they chose the Miranda class. It's almost like they watched Firefly or Serenity before it was ever shown. Vote Vulcan vote. Oh, it's got nothing to do. I mean, I certainly wouldn't want to serve on a ship that has a Vulcan captain. It's too logical. I prefer to be illogical and not have a Vulcan captain. There's got nothing. I've got nothing against the ears. I mean, what is the fascination with the ears? I mean, seriously. Hmm. I'm gonna have to turn the microphone down a bit because there's going to be some background noise, and yeah, hopefully that's still okay. It's just the dog has got a thing out of the kitchen, and it'll be quite noisy if I don't turn it down a little bit. Oh, I just took you into the other room. Okay. Turn it up again. So was Savick pregnant with David's son? Nah. It's interesting that they actually have the same actor playing the same character in this one, not the original one. Yeah, the poor captain of Yorktown gets his ship taken off him. Yeah, possibly. It'll come back to him. Are you sure? Well, yeah. Mr. Zulu, take us home. Hey, what do they use in those thrusters? Do you think they would use hot gas or cold gas? I mean, a YouTuber helped Elon decide on using hot gas instead of cold gas, right? captain of the Yorktown was Vijay Armitage. However you pronounce it, he was also saw in Octopussy. I like Octopussy. It's one of my favourite Bond movies. Sulu just out on this adventures, leaving his daughter all alone. Yeah. Is it his natural daughter or is it an adopted daughter? It's so confusing. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, so what would win in a fight? The whale probe or the doomsday machine? I'd say the whale probe because it'll just cut the doomsday machine's power out, wouldn't it? Yeah, oh yeah, I forgot. So it's so confusing sometimes. Uh, that's a real organic one in real canon. Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, what was the whale pro? The Doomsday Machine didn't have shielding, was it? Was it pure? I can't remember what it was. It uranium or something. I can't remember what made up the Doomsday Machine's hull. I think I meant biological, but whatever. Yeah, neutronium. That's it. I knew it was something because that's why the Enterprise's weapons wouldn't do it. Couldn't affect it. It was because of that, wasn't it? Because the neutronium was pretty good at protecting itself, or protecting. It kind of makes you wonder why didn't they use neutronium on the hulls of ships in Star Trek after that point? Or was it a radioactive alloy, maybe some sort of heavy metal? Maybe it's difficult to produce. It stated they couldn't create neutronium, but you'd think eventually maybe. Yeah, you'd think that by TNG maybe they would be able to create neutronium. I mean, is how long is it? I reckon it's enough time. Saying that they could mine the dead Doomsday Machine for it. Yeah, that's true. But the advantage the Doomsday Machine had was it didn't have corridors or anything. It was just solid neutronium with did it even have maneuvering thrusters? It just seemed to use like a gravity drive or something. The fact is that the fact that they haven't transmitted a planetary distress signal at this point is just stupid. But this is one of my favourite Star Trek movies, anyway. They should have stuck a Betazoid in it like they did with Tin Man. Yeah, I think the novels showed they saved the Doomsday Machine and got it working again to protect Earth from a Borg invasion. Hmm. Did they even find out who made the Doomsday Machine? I can't remember. I don't think they did they? Yeah, it was extragalactic. It's like the whale probe's the same. Maybe the whale probe and the Doomsday Machine are made by the same people, maybe? I guess that's a possibility. And they haven't even left our galaxy by disco, which is dumb. No. Even though before Discovery they knew that there was a boundary around the galaxy. Just like there's that barrier in the centre of the galaxy. But we'll come to that when we do the next one. While I think of it. Better silence my mobile because no doubt I'll get alerts and notifications. Well, he left all his clothes on the Enterprise, and no one took them off before they stole it. There be whales here. Not yet, Scotty. Well, I mean, if you could hang out in your bathrobe all day, wouldn't you? I think there are a lot of people that do, aren't there? There's a lot of people that do. They spend all their time indoors. They're either in their bathrobe or a dressing gown, right? Because it's comfortable, I guess. Good thing to Pring did, from Stranger Worlds didn't come aboard, or we would have we would have a wardrobe malfunction. Yeah, or a gender swap, body swap situation going on here. No, I forgot. This one's 2 hours, isn't it? I think the other one was just under 2 hours, wasn't it? Search Response just under 2 hours. I think if I remember correctly. I forgot this one was 2 hours. Not a problem. Not complaining. That woman on the screen. She's just. Uh, 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 This is another example of pepperoni pizza in Star Ram. Mm. Trek. How do you get Ram from Trek? How do you get? Sorry, Witness. That made me laugh. For some reason, all the measurements in this one are in imperial, not metric. Yeah. Ask Google exactly. Oh, Jesus, Google. How do you get Ram from Trek? Uh, for a second, I thought, hang on a minute, I don't remember watching The Mist or The Fog. It's interesting how a Klingon bird of prey will have access to the Federation database. Or have the Klingons visited Earth in the distant past. I think Uhura mentions that she can interface with it. Man, yeah, true. I have one major problem with these streaming services is they'll put a theatrical version on, but they will not give the option to watch a director's cut or extended edition one unless they've made it themselves. Because I want to do Alien, but Disney Plus only has the theatrical version. But I'd love to be able to do the um, director's cut, but they just don't have it. I want to see the cutscene where they reprise "Keep Us Connected" on this ship. Hmm. May fortune favour the foolish. Oh, you bought it. Hmm. There we go. I can't remember. Does the bird of prey at this point? Does the bird of, would the bird of prey actually be able to do the speed they get it to in this? I mean, it's a small ship, so does it even need to go that fast? I mean, technically, it's classed as a scout ship or escort, isn't it? Only when Sulu is at the helm. Yeah, maybe it's how it got translated into English for Sulu to be able to operate the controls. Maybe they got the sticker upside down, like in Independence Day, where they had the forward and back. flipped around the wrong way. Normal cruise 5, maximum cruise 7. Oh, normal cruise. Wait, that normal cruise 5, maximum cruise 7, maximum rated 8.2 for 12 hours. Yeah. So the fact that they get this thing to over warp 9 is just insane. Surely it would have a breach, wouldn't it? Imagine if in Relics, what's his ship, Scotty decided to visit. Yeah, true. Let's quickly check the stream. So I know YouTube's working. Check Rumble. It looks like Rumble's working. Sir, the braking thrusters had fired. Well, that's what they're supposed to do, numpty. Earth. What year? But when? Spock. You know what surprises me is the way that they behave when they're down there, because I'm pretty sure that Spock and Kirk have been to the past already, right? So why do they behave so strangely when they already know what the past looks like? Even granted that was the 60s, but yeah, but Kirk, he should remember, right? He should know. But they can do that in Discovery. They went to the 60s and the 30s. Was it for City? Yeah, I think they went back to the 60s and 30s. Um, but yeah, it's exactly. They should know roughly what it would be like, especially from the 60s. I mean, for a start, the insults, they wouldn't get the insults wrong, right? Doesn't look all that different. You fucking kidding me? Someone should have mentioned going to kill Khan before the eugenics wars in this film. Hmm, maybe. But that's the thing, right? Wouldn't he know? Wouldn't they know not to do it because it will affect the future? It will, it will. change their time. I hope you didn't hear that, but there's someone racing up and down the bloody road in their car. Taking the whales insured on roads to power. Butterfly effect, yeah. Doctor gave me a pill and I grew a new kidney. Doctor gave me a pill and I grew a new kidney. Yeah, so that's why McCoy, someone should have mentioned it and then dismiss it. Yeah, maybe. Damn it, Jim. Jim. Out there right now. Mm-hmm. Oh my god, the Terminator's arriving. Dun 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 dun. Ah, no one's going to see that bloody great dip in the ground now, are they? What the fuck did it change his to Jim? Damn it, Jim. He's out there right now. Now I understand it. I want your clothes, your boots, and your motorcycle. I want your clothes, your boots, and your motorcycle. Fuck you, man. Everyone remember where we parked? In the middle of this green patch of grass, in the only green patch of grass in the city. Yeah. Well, double dumbass on you too. Well, double dumbass on you, dumbass. Right now, Dynan, Pelia, and probably that Vulcan from Carbon Creek are on Earth. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. The Earth is swarming with aliens. Yeah. The entire human race are aliens. We actually came from Mars, but we evacuated Mars and came to Earth because we destroyed the environment on Mars. Now we're doing the same thing and we're looking to go back to Mars. That's my belief. Well, kind of a theory I have, considering all the lost civilizations we've had, which have had advanced technology that people forgot about. But we're seeing evidence of, even in Egyptian hieroglyphics, show it. So that's my theory. Pyramids are much older than people think. 80 plus thousand years old. In my opinion. So if the lenses were intact, it would be $1,000. Hmm. Cool. Could you imagine how much they would get for a bottle of Romulan ale? Wesley Crusher type folk. Yeah. Gary Sevens. Hmm. Yeah. Have a whale of a good time, guys. ISIS is still here. Yeah. Simple logic. It's written on the side of a bus. What does it mean, exact change? Ah, like every bus would have a klaxon, huh? Can't find it. Try Pacific Bell, Yellow Pages. Dun dun dun! Dun dun! Let your fingers do the walking. Deleted scene with Sulu's great granddad, or whatever here, I think. Maybe. The nuclear vessels. Vessels. I mean, what is it with Russians not being able to say V? I think. Stupid chips. Oh, God. Alameda. Same guy from Discovery. Oh, Strange New Worlds. When they went back to 2024. Was it Picard? Oh, it's so they do it so many times. It's confusing. It's hard to keep track. Kirk Thatcher, I think. Yeah. Did they use the same bus? Oh yeah, it was Seven and Raffi. Kirk, you have no idea the way they talk there. Ah, the Giants. On their way to discover the Borg Queen was eating car batteries. Yeah. Yeah. I wonder if that's the. They did that in Picard before they did it in Strange New Worlds, didn't they? Kirk's future wife. Nah, didn't happen. Yeah, well before Strange New Worlds. No, yeah, it's just. Mm. Anyway, you mean man? Ooh. She survived to kill a doll, dumped her kid, and got off to the future. Yeah. Wonder how many humpback whales there are now. I mean, it can't be as many as the white rhino, because I think the last white rhino was died a few years back, didn't it? No, I like that idea. The theory of that Star Trek 5 is mostly all campfire, dreaming. Yeah. Humpback's number is increasing. Yeah, I would have thought so. Bailey, come. Come. George and Gracie. Oh, they're actually experimenting with the real transparent aluminum nowadays. They're considering replacing all the windows and that on the ISS, aren't they? With transparent aluminum. Would make sense, wouldn't it? Yeah, I know. I say it for the Americans, aluminum. But I mean, I know it's aluminium, but you know how the Americans are about saying pronouncing that last bit of the word. They don't like to say that last I, do they? Anyway, I'm watching Star Trek 4, and they say aluminum. So I'm going to stick to the movie we're watching. If I wasn't watching it, I would say aluminium, and aluminium which is transparent. You know, there's one line I wish she would have said. So I hope you didn't pee in there. Oh, Americans prefer aluminium over aluminum. Good. It's about time. Queen's English. Learn to speak. Sorry, King's English now, isn't it? Well, it depends on what they eat, right? I mean, what colour would it be if Vulcans ate a lot of asparagus? Yeah, sometimes it's difficult to keep track, but we're back in a second. I'm going to leave it going. Not a lot happens right now, does it? So, except she goes looking for him. So I'll be back in a minute. I'm just going to go and close the back door before it gets too cold because I'm getting a chill. And I'm back. That's possible, Wind Grace. King is very sick. Bailey, you gonna start barking now? Bailey, come. It's after midnight, mate. It is the Enterprise. There we go. Factoid. That's the USS Ranger. Yep. But there are 3 aircraft carriers there by the looks of it. Here's something I don't understand about the American Navy. The cost of having multiple nuclear-powered aircraft carriers, maintaining, fueling, and stuff like that. Why would you have so many left in port for such a long period of time? Oh, was that a Mustang? Give me LSD. Hmm. Hmm. They call it a tire iron, we call it a wheel brace. When she said land lover, I got the subtitles on. When the subtitle came up when she said land lover, it said land lubber. It, yeah, double B. Lubber. Uh, yeah, that's the right word. Hmm. A person unfamiliar with the sea or sailing. I'm familiar with the sea, but I can't sail, but that's only because I haven't learnt yet. Could get my uncle to teach me, he's got a boat. A small sailing boat. I'm starved. I wonder if Spock even knows what Italian is. Plexicorp. Yeah, but probably the way that they describe Italian food has changed. That's against health and safety. Actually, if it's a 204, then it wouldn't be a Huey, it would be a Bell 204, right? Huey would be the UH1. Although I am glad that they made a new version of the Huey, the UH1, the UH2, I think they call it. I'm sure I'm immediately going to be proven incorrect. Have we had a straight up Italian in Star Trek? No, I don't think so. Computer. Computer. Ah, computer. Hello, computer. Keyboard. How quaint. Oh, bloody hell, look at that. How old is that? That would be that. The funny thing is, nowadays that computer would probably be worth quite a bit of money, right? Transparent aluminum. Aluminum. Aluminium. Even the subtitles missed out that second I in aluminium. Da Vinci and Voyager. Hmm. How do we know he didn't invent the thing? they race swapped Da Vinci. Yeah. Hey, could be worse. Could have gender swapped. Weird, weird. I think the Doctor practiced his opera with an Italian opera singer. Duh. So maybe only the holodeck can do Italians. Maybe. Italians with an American accent, I mean. In other words, he has no idea how to order a pizza. Oh yeah, the comedian Data took comedy lessons from an Italian and Vic Fontaine. It's only the holodeck. Well, at the same time, how many generations before you're not Italian in America? I don't know. Ask the Jersey Shore. I'm just gonna go off camera for a bit. I'll still be here, but just gonna be off camera. Maybe about 5 minutes or so. Hunting. There you go, his pants. No, I'm going to have a cigarette. I've been trying to quit, but I haven't been able to quit because of personal reasons. And I just don't want to smoke on camera, that's all. It seems that every time I try to quit, something happens and my depression hits. But it's not linked to my smoking, it's stuff that happens around me. So, yeah. I usually have one before I start the stream, but I didn't give myself time to this time. I can imagine you would judge if I smoked on camera, though. But at least I'm still here. Haven't stepped off to go for a pee yet. So he failed his mission. He came back in time to bring two humpback whales, but when he gets back to the future, he's got 3. He broke, he failed his mission. Yeah, vaping and smoking a cigarette are 2 different things, in my opinion. I don't want to promote it in any way. I suppose the added bonus is the price of cigarettes and tobacco are going up so much in this country that it's going to be unaffordable soon for anyone. And the drawback is that it's mostly the poorest in the population that actually smoke. So they're going to make it almost impossible for them to afford to smoke, whilst at the same time, the government wants to impose the age limit to increase every year, so that when you get to the age where you're able to buy cigarettes, it keeps going up every year after that. So anyone from a certain generation down will never be able to buy a pack of cigarettes or tobacco. I mean, if they want to ban it, they should just go outright and ban it, but then make cannabis legal. Although I saw a tweet earlier from the GBN, which I never trust because they're fear mongering assholes on GBN, but they tweeted that by 2035, petrol will be banned in the UK. They buy them from the native reservations. Yeah, I bet they buy more than that. Can't stop. I know you can't stop it because they're not governed by the federal laws on reservation land, are they? What's that? They self govern on reservations, don't they? I did try vaping for a while, but I'd get a cold, the cold would go away, and then I'll get another cold because I'm constantly getting colds. Just ordered a curry, Steve. Great. I think with Amish people, it's more to do with the influence of the outside world, isn't it? It's a community thing, and it's just a community thing. I'm back on camera. As long as they churn butter, yeah, and grow crops and feed their horses. Build a barn under a day. Yeah. Well, there's so many of them. Hi Laura, how you doing? Nice to have you here. It's good to see you. Lads, I can hardly hear you. Hello, hello. Listen very carefully. I shall say this only once. Hi. Let's check the streams, make sure they're both going still. I know YouTube is. Freeze! Not what I want. Oop, wrong button. United Federation of Planets. Yay! Oh, good. Oh, good. Too bad they didn't stop by the and grab Data's head while they were here. Yeah, true. Too bad they wouldn't have known about Data by this at this point. Must be the radiation. Or it's just shoddy Klingon workmanship. Poor Chekhov, he gets his hand near burned off in TMP, the motion picture, and Seti Eel in his ear in The Wrath of Khan, forced to wear a little Lord Fauntleroy outfit in Star Trek 3, and gets his head bashed in Star Trek 4. Yep. Ah! Ah! Donk. Doctor gave me a pill and I grew a new kidney. Doctor gave me a pill and I grew a new kidney. At least he gets to say McCoy's line in Generations. Yeah. Get lost in the mountains with George Takei. And in Star Trek 5, yikes. Yikes. Star Trek 5 will be next Monday. This is a good one. Agreed. It's one of my favourites. And welcome, Adrian. Mendoza. I like the way it says in the subtitles that's squeals squeaking, but it wasn't the. It's not the wheels that are squeaking. It's the It's the belts. It's the fan belts. Most of the time, it's the power steering that squeaks. If I remember correctly, I think that's 9 times out of 10. If it had power steering. Did you ever listen to George Takei on the Howard Stern show? He was a staple throughout the noughties and to 2010s. Yeah, an oddly deserted part of Golden Gate Park. Yep. I find it interesting that there's the actual fact that you can feel yourself being transported. Now he's just murdered her and brought her back to life. I know this is morbid, but who do you think will be the final remaining TOS actor? Hmm. Good question. It's hard to say, isn't it? Hmm. Probably George Takei. Well, yeah, there's Asian genes. Yeah, that's true. The show always would put him through gay shenanigans, good times. Just recently seen this film 6 years ago. Cool. I feel like Shatner will not allow himself to die before George. Maybe. Lol. Let's check if I had any messages on Rumble. Probably not. No. Of course you'll help Chekhov. He's a member of your crew and a friend. I would have thought Koenig years ago, but he's looking the worst of them all. Yeah. Doctor gave me a pill. Doctor gave me a pill and I grew a new kidney. I love the cape that George T sports in this film. Yeah, it's not one that will get sucked up into a plane's engine either. Faucet running. Why don't I just call it a tap? Okay, so if you haven't already, please just hit that thumbs up, give us a like, and hit the subscribe button if you haven't. It really helps us out. And if you fancy sending us a tip, you can click the link in the pinned chat at the top of YouTube, and it's at the top of the chat in Rumble as well. Most important thing you can do is the like and subscribe. Melted the lock. Come on, Chekhov, wake up. Admiral. Oi, just because you see a box doesn't mean you can lay on it. Cats. Not now, Pavel. Doctor gave me a pill and I grew a new kidney. I can beam you up. He's right. The ship's right next to you. So beam me in, right? Thank God there wasn't a transport accident. I wonder if it's the events of this movie which makes Kirk decide he wants to go bang Yosemite. Yeah? It was a bird of prey taking off. Just don't worry about it. Blah 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 blah. Wow, nobody's perfect. Boop 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 boop. I feel you feel isolated, Windgrace. You wish the rest of the council would convene. Oh, that would be nice. Shouting in foreign language. I hope Scotty left enough space at the top of the tank for the whales to breathe. Yes, good point. You'd hope so. Possibly. Harpoon! Let me just blast it out of the water. Ah, then they'll get done for polluting the ocean. Donk! Hmm? I do like Bird of Prey. It's one of my favourite ships in Star Trek. Thing is, in TNG, you see them in either of the three configurations, but you never see them transition, do you? I think even in DS9, I think they were all in the down position, right? So they were all angled down most of the time. So where's the light coming from? Well, there be whales here. Terrible Scottish accent. You haven't even left the atmosphere yet. What, you crazy? That's extraordinary. You don't know how much the Scottish accent will have changed in 300 years. True. Well, how much has it changed in the last 200 or 300 years already? Not much. The only difference is mostly that they don't speak Gaelic. Is it Gaelic or Celtic? It's Gaelic, isn't it? Irish is Celtic. Ah, can't say it. Celtic. Mm. Miracle? That's yet to come. Meanwhile, Beverly's great grandma is banging a ghost right now. Yeah. A bit of dialogue is wrong though. Whale biologist. You're either a biologist or a marine biologist, right? You're a marine biologist specialising in whales. That's what you should say. You're a marine biologist, not a whale biologist. Didn't take them long to get. Well, it took them a long time to get into orbit at warp. So at the point they left orbit, they would have been at what, warp 6? If they're already going the maximum warp speed of the bird of prey, how can they have acceleration thrusters to accelerate them even more? Does that make sense? Whoa, 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 whoa. I think you're in the right place, in the right time. Whoa, 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 whoa. See, it's all well and good when you've got all these touch controls in front of you, but when the computer goes down, that means the controls will go down. So at this point, you would be wishing you had a good old fashioned manual um, throttle quadrant and yoke, right? That big tin of pedigree chum again. The Nemesis joystick, yeah. At least in other sci-fi shows and movies, they've decided to use a proper simulator HOTAS system, like either is it the Logitech? What do they call it? I forget what their version of it, but there's a wind wing system as well. Really good. So let me get this straight. There's an agreement between the Klingons and the Federation, or was it, or is it the Romulan? It's the Romulans and the Federation, where they're not allowed to develop. The Federation is not allowed to develop, or at least Starfleet is not allowed to develop a cloaking device. So they're not allowed to create their own. But are they actually allowed to salvage one from a bird of prey? Hmm. I mean, the deal was not to develop one, right? That joystick in Star Trek Nemesis was so cheap, but I like the film. The treaty also expressly prohibited the development or use of cloaking device technology by the Federation. Like controlling a submarine with an off-brand PS4 controller. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Although, wasn't it a PS5 style controller that they used in that submarine? Should have used an Xbox, it would have worked. Too soon? Are they different? I don't have a PS5 yet because I'm poor. I don't have one either. I've got a PS4. But I'm sure Steve could tell you if there's a difference between a PS4 and a PS5 controller because there is. If he's still here. Steve, you're still here. Probably eating, yeah. The PS5 has haptic feedback or humming, summing, summing, summing. It's funny because for a second now I didn't realise what he was saying when he said something. But yeah, something basically. Yeah, they're still quite expensive as well. And the next couple of years, isn't the slim version supposed to be coming? Or are they going to go straight for the PS6 in a few more years? It's hard to say. Mm, mm, mm. Yeah. It's interesting because the PS4, well, PS5 is going to be the only one where they didn't have a slim version, right? Because I think the PS4, no, the PS4 didn't have a slim version, did it? It's got the Pro version, which was smaller, but it's not that much smaller like the PS3 and that, is it? Are they bothering with the Pro version? Because I mean, they had the digital and physical media versions, didn't they? Which for the PS6 there won't be a physical media version, will there? It's all going to be digital. Microsoft are doing that with the next iteration of the Xbox as well, I believe. The Pro will probably only be around for a couple of years, maybe, before the 6 comes out. I bet the Pro won't come with a physical disc ability. I doubt I'll buy one if it doesn't have physical. Well, that used to be the thing about the physical one is you'd complete a game and you'd think, well, would I ever play it again? And if you don't think you'll play it again, you'd take it somewhere, you'd sell it, and you would put that money towards the next game you get, wouldn't you? That's the way I used to do it. I used to play a game, complete it, and then take the disc back to a place like Computer Exchange in this country, where they buy the game, and then put that money towards the whatever cost it would be for the next game. You can't do that with digital media. The whales wiped them out, all of them. Yeah. What the hell is going on with Brian's hair, Windgrace? Oh, I don't know. I'm skipping that. I'm not a fan of his guest. Who's his guest? Looks political. Just popped in to see what was happening. Night, Laura. It's good to see you here too. I'll be on again about the same time tomorrow as well. Be doing Star Wars Attack of the Clones, which I was supposed to do on Friday, but I didn't. I'm still thinking about it, but Wednesday I might either do Alien or Spaceballs. I'm not sure yet. I'll do one that's easily accessible on either Disney or Prime or something. Probably do Alien actually on Wednesday. He wasn't a superior officer, he was merely a higher ranking one. When Grace said slavery, he was just giving people jobs. Not the entertainment content I like. What do you think Kirk would do if he got kicked out? Do you think he would somehow get his own ship, get a ship in civvy life and maybe a freighter or something? He'd go Bandit Reynolds style. Probably. Here's a question. If someone's got a photographic memory, do they really need to learn anything if all they need to do is see something and then they can remember it? Kirk gets friend zoned. Duh, duh, duh. Need to figure something out to get a fancy ship back. He'll probably find a mothballed TOS a TOS Constitution or something. Turn it into like an ocean a starliner or something. Stay on. Stay on. Trying to think of a name. Stay on board the Farragut, a ship I once was made first officer of. Spock would be the butler that goes around all the rooms greeting the guests. Anyway, he'd probably end up on Vulcan. They are my friends. Yes, of course. Tell her I feel fine. Live long and prosper, father. My son. Kill them. Sorry. Don't know where that came from. Kirk had a lot of offers during TOS to stay with people. He could bounce around. Yeah, he could. Why in God's name would you want that bucket of bolts? And they start heading towards the Excelsior. And they were like, what? It's like they could see the Enterprise A behind it already. I do wish it had the glowing nacelles. Beep, 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 beep. It's white. Why is it so white? Oh look, glowing nacelle. They must have done that for the remastered, right? Here's an idea. What is the nacelles detached? That's a great idea. I bet it will look absolutely terrible. Okay, so that was it. So that was the end. That was the end of the movie, man. It's the end of the movie. I do like that movie. I do. I really do like that movie. But yeah, the next movie, next week, the next Star Trek movie will be. Oh no! The Final Frontier. That is right, isn't it? Final Frontier is number 5. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's, isn't it? You will not grace that with a response. Oh dear. Fair enough. But yeah, so tomorrow night I'm going to be doing Star Wars Attack of the Clones, like I was supposed to do last week, but I didn't. So we shall see if we can get it to work tomorrow as well. Because why not? Uh, what if they replace the warp engines with fungus? Oh, that's a good one. Yeah. What kind of fungus? What, like a mushroom, or like a corn or something? Maybe. I mean, a corn is corn and fungus. I think corn is, isn't it? I think corn is a type of fungus. Or am I thinking of something else? Hmm. There's not mushroom in this engineering section. No, there isn't. Why would there be? And wouldn't it be fun if there was a part of the saucer section that actually spun when it turned the mushroom engine on? That'd be good. That'd be awesome, wouldn't it? And what if it just like flipped around like that and then just went up or down depending on whether it's going or coming? That'd be crazy. That'd be absolutely amazing. Yeah. You don't need much room to whisper talk. No. That's why in Discovery they've got more empty space inside than the size of the ship. They did it in Strange New Worlds as well in season 1, didn't they, or something? Um, or am I thinking? No, I'm thinking it's just Discovery they did it, isn't it? When they showed the turbo shaft and there was all that empty space. Do you guys like red and yellow alerts? Stay with me here. What if we did a black one? Oh, brilliant! Oh, yeah, exactly. Oh, and Steve, I said, what if the turbo lifts were this wild roller coaster ride? Yeah, exactly. That'd be amazing, wouldn't it? I mean, who would need doors? Who would need a box to stand in? You'd want just put a seat. The door open, then there's a seat, and you sit on the seat, and then all of a sudden you go down the roller coaster. It'd just be brilliant, Uh, hmm. Oh dear. We could go like that for hours. Really good. Really good. But hey, Discovery's back next month, isn't it? Actually, I think it's a month today, isn't it? Yeah. The 4th of the 4th of April, isn't it? Discovery returns. Ooh. What if two captains? And what if you promoted an ensign to the first officer? That would be amazing, wouldn't it? Ah, Jesus. That would be a brilliant idea. Talk about command experience. It's an insane idea. Technically, the TOS movies had 3 captains after Star Trek 4. Yeah, true. Yeah, true. Yeah, because Spock was a captain. At least he was a captain in the Wrath of Khan, right? That's why the TOS movies are a dumpster fire. Yeah. Hmm. Hey, let's let's all band together and get someone called Seth, and we'll make a better version of modern Star Trek. We'll call it the Orville or something, right? And we'll put it in between, say something like We'll put it in between Star Trek and Galaxy Quest. Yeah, so we'll take influences from both sides, both of those. Uh, Seth, the cult leader. Yeah. Yep. Set became Seth in Stargate, didn't he? Hmm. Hmm. Okay, guys. I have to go to bed soon, shortly, so I'm going to say good night. So yeah, if you like this, hit the thumbs up, give us a like, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already, and if you're welcome to provide a tip if you like. It's entirely up to you. But the most important thing you can do is hit that thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. Uh, that would be greatly appreciated. So yeah. So help me if I wake up and I'm singing a soprano. Yeah. But yeah. So take it easy, guys. And we'll see you tomorrow for Star Wars Attack of the Clones. Take care. Stay safe. And as always,